Matt, how you doing? Let's see. Looks like stocks are in the red. We have some major tech reports reporting tonight. Matt, looks like Amazon and Apple have been challenging the highs. They're in a little uptrend channel. What do you think about them right now before the earnings?
Yeah, I mean, they've acted really well despite what's going on with the government trying to get involved. And some of the comments that we heard out of Mnuchin today talking about Amazon and ruined retail. Some of these comments haven't affected these stocks yet. Are we waiting for earnings? Is that what the investor is waiting for, one way or the other? Are they going to sell it after the earnings, or is this going to be a one-off kind of report? So, but they've acted super. They've definitely been the bellwethers for the last few years of a market that's hitting all-time highs.
They really have. So for those that have been long for a while, maybe just wait and see before those earnings. And for those that want to get in, maybe exercise some caution.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some individual stocks get trashed after earnings, and some that have acted well, but it hasn't moved the overall market. These are two names that could move the overall market with their earnings reports. We saw Netflix last week have a disaster, right? And that didn't really move the markets. We saw the markets continue to hit all-time highs, especially some of the tech names, right? So, but Apple and Amazon, two different stories, right? These are massive, massive companies trying to hit $1 trillion in market cap. Do they do it again tomorrow after earnings? We'll have to see.
Certainly bigger than Netflix and having a bigger impact in that sense. Matt, mortgage applications remain at all-time highs. What's going to happen when the Fed apparently hikes rates next week to that?
Well, they're going to cut rates, right? So,
Cut
yeah.
rates.
So maybe we see a little bit more. Housing is kind of cyclical as far as timing of when things happen. Kids are going back to school here as we approach September, so people are more or less prone to move then. So if you're going to move, you've probably already done it. You've probably already taken out a mortgage for a new house. But you could see some mortgages be refinanced going forward with much lower rates, especially if you start talking about what the ECB is talking about, about slower growth and things. They're going to be in a policy where they're going to have easy money for a while. So, we'll see how many people jump at this opportunity.
So if there's slower growth but more mortgage applications, is that good or bad for housing?
It probably should be good for housing. It may not be good for the seller of the house. I mean, you might have people that if they're not refinancing and looking to buy, they may be looking for a great deal because they have a great mortgage. Or are they going to pay up because they're paying less on their mortgage? We haven't seen that in housing. I think housing's been pretty stagnant overall. But again, it is cyclical, and you start the school year. No one likes to put their kid into a new school, in the middle of the season.
God, I can't even believe we're thinking about the school year. We're still in July, but you're right, looking ahead. Since we're still talking about summer, traders have been bidding up August call options for the VIX. Why do you think there's some concern there?
Well, it was interesting. We got through the debt ceiling talk. We got that finalized. Like, we knew that was going to happen. They weren't going on vacation without signing another deal. But that was a worry. But, I think it's the cheap way to play it. If you want to have an overall hedge to your portfolio, that's a way to play it. If you think could potentially be some downside after the Fed only cuts 25 basis point and not gives us the full half, could you see a market sell-off in that event? You're going to have a full look of earnings by August, so maybe there's no catalyst to take the markets even higher. So if you're going to play some kind of hedge on your portfolio, why not hedge with the VIX, and why not do it immediately in August?
Great conversation. Thank you so much, Matt. Always nice to have you on Thursday. Have a good weekend.
All right, you too. Enjoy. It's supposed to be beautiful.
Yes, and Shark Week starts. So in case it's not beautiful, we can watch Shark Week on Discovery Channel. Thanks, Matt.
All right, see you, boss.